Hello and welcome to day 2. In today's meditation, we're going to be focusing on sound. I personally find that meditations that focus on sound are very useful for me. I have found that the world can be a very noisy place, and even when it's quiet, there's still noise. So off in the distance, you'll hear noise, or sometimes you can hear it closer and toward you. By meditating on sound, you can work on accepting the noise that exists that you don't have control over, and you can practice guiding your attention to the sounds that may need your attention at a particular time. In yesterday's meditation, we focused on breathing. There's a sound component to our breathing as well, and we'll be exploring this today. And day by day, as we work through this week's practice, just notice things that seem to be useful and things that tend to be more challenging. Many people can find focusing on particular sounds to be a nice anchor for the mind when it's very busy. Let's get started. We're going to start by taking a few minutes just to settle in. Find a comfortable position, take your seat, and let your hands rest naturally in your lap. Take a couple of deep breaths with me. Go ahead and exhale all your air out to the bottom, and then we'll inhale deeply. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, and then let your shoulders relax and settle on your exhale. Go ahead and take another deep breath like this. Inhale. And let your shoulders relax on your exhale. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable closing them. But keep in mind, if you're more comfortable with your eyes open, you'll just want to find a still thing to focus on out in front of you. Notice the feeling of support from the surface that you're sitting on. Notice your points of contact with the chair or whatever surface you're sitting on. And notice how your hands feel as they're resting in your lap. Now bring your attention to the sounds that you may be able to hear far off in the distance. Don't worry about labeling the sounds or thinking about what they are. Just see what you can find far off. You may hear cars or voices or birds. We're all in different environments. Just take some time here and see what you can hear far off in the distance. And then once you've detected a sound, move on to the next one. Just explore for a little bit here. Next, we'll bring attention a little bit closer, focusing on sounds in the room where you're sitting. Perhaps you hear the sound of air blowing through your vents, or your computer fan, or maybe a TV off in the distance, people or pets. Just notice the sounds for what they are. They're just sounds. Trying to stay away from judgment or getting wrapped up in them. We'll spend about a minute here exploring sounds in our environment. And if you notice your mind has wandered off and started thinking, that's okay, just bring it back. Every time you notice that you've been distracted, we're going to consider that a win and come back to sounds in the environment. Now bring your attention to sounds even closer. We'll spend some time here exploring the sound of our own breathing. See if you can hear the sound of your breath coming in and out. The constant ebb and flow of your breath has a sound to it. See if you can stay with the sound of your breath for just a little bit. And if your mind gets carried away in thought, which is completely normal, just notice that it's happened and consider the fact that you caught yourself in thought, a big win, and come back to focusing on your sound as quickly as you can. We'll stay here for just a little bit. And to bring this meditation to a close today, I'm going to play the sound of a chime. See if you can stay with the sound of the chime from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay, now go ahead and just start to bring attention back to your physical body, back to your points of contact. And when you're ready, consciously and intentionally open your eyes. And what I hope that you are able to take away from today is that sound is a constant part of our environment. Sounds can distract you, or you may enjoy them quite a bit. Either way, your experience with sound, your judgments, or your thoughts will change based on how you have experienced the sounds. Through this type of practice, we work toward taking perspective and sitting back and noticing. And this can generate a nice feeling of calm throughout the body. I'll look forward to seeing you back here for day 3 tomorrow. It is truly an honor to be able to guide you through this week's meditation reboot camp. And please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions and know that I'm here to support you. Have a great day.